Hey guys, it's Alex here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is super exciting because we're going to be testing out the Colourpop Harry Potter collection. So I know this collection came out a few months ago, but it's been sitting here and I've really wanted to do something with it because it's such a cool collection. So today we created this Gryffindor inspired look because I am a Gryffindor, so I thought it'd be cool to start out with my personal house. So yeah, if you guys want to know what I think about the Harry Potter Colourpop collection and how to create this Gryffindor inspired look, just keep on watching. So I have this massive PR box that Colourpop has sent me, so thank you very much Colourpop, and we're just going to go through and I'm going to show you guys all of the products and then we will create a look with them. Okay, so first up we have the Back to Hogwarts pressed powder palette. This palette is the size of my head, so it's pretty big. So here's the front of the palette, and if you open it up, so this is what it looks like. You have the crest with all four houses in the middle and of course the eyeshadows. And here is a close-up of the eyeshadows. You get 24 shades in the palette. So those shades look so pretty. And then next up in the collection we have 4 graphics ink liners. So we have the shades Sword, Locket, Cup and Diadem. So we have the shade Sword, Locket, Cup and Diadem, and the liners. There's a swatch of all 4 of those. And then up next we have 3 Super Shock highlighters. So first up we've got the shade Hedwig, and then next up we've got the shade Buckbeak. And lastly we've got the shade Dobby. Those are all super pretty. And then next up we have got some Luxe Velvet Lips. So the collection comes with 4 Luxe Velvet Lips. And all of the unit cartons have some of the main characters on them. We've got the shade H Granger, H Potter, L Lovegood, and R Weasley. And last but not least we have 4 Fourth Ray lip balms. So we've got Gryffindor and Slytherin and Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff. So they're just like lip balms that are slightly coloured, but I'm pretty sure they're just like a clear tint. The Gryffindor one kind of has like a bit of like air bubbling or something on it, but when I wipe over it, it goes away. So I assume that's just from production, but that's fine. They kind of smell like lip smackers. If you grew up in the 2000s, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna put the Gryffindor one on just because I'm curious. They're definitely very hydrating. That is a very nice formula, and they don't add like a tint to the lips either, so you don't have to be scared of yellow or blue. So that is everything in the collection. So now that I've actually shown you guys the products, let's create a look. So because I'm a Gryffindor, I think it is only right that I do a red themed look to represent Gryffindor. Let me know what Harry Potter house you are in the comments below if there are any other fellow Gryffindors watching. This one's for you guys, but if you guys want me to create looks for the other houses, just let me know and I'll be happy to do so on my Instagram, or maybe I can make like a TikTok series out of it. So before we get started, I'm just going to quickly prep my eyes for eyeshadow and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've prepped my base using the P. Louise base in the shade Rumour 2, and I've just brought you guys a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. First up, I'm going to go on with this shade here called Gryffindor. And I'm just going to put this in my crease. So this colour is very pigmented. There is quite a bit of kickback in the pan, but that is pretty typical for Colourpop eyeshadows. So if you're not a fan of that, just keep that in mind. So I'm just going to kind of follow my natural crease, and I think I'm going to do like a winged out style today. So I'm just going to start making the shape of my cut crease and just flicking that out towards my brow. Okay, so we've got something like that. I'm just going to repeat this on the other side. Next I'm going to pick up this shade here called Pumpkin Juice. And I'm just going to blend that red shade out. There's a little bit of shimmer in this matte eyeshadow. Colourpop typically does that to kind of help the shades blend a bit easier. So you'll notice that most of the sparkles just get blended out of the look. I'm just going to use that like right on the very edge. So I've just followed the shape of that red around, and I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. Next I'm going to take some of this shade here called Marauder's Map. Hopefully this isn't too dark. I'm just going to use that as my transition shade. Okay, no, that's perfect. I was a little bit worried there. So I'm just going to use that right on the very edge of that orange. I'm just using the tiniest bit because I don't want this to overwhelm the look. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with my darkest to lightest colours and put them back into the blend just because we've lost some of the pigment in the blending process. Alright, so I think I'm going to take one more colour just to deepen the crease. I'm going to take this shade here called Mandrake, and I'm just going to put that just in the crease just to add a little bit of more depth to the look, and then we'll go ahead and cut the crease. Okay, so I just quickly cut my crease off camera to save some time, and now we're going to continue with the eyeshadow. So I think I want to do like a wing with the red as well, and then do like gold liner outlining the edge of the cut crease, and then maybe like a shimmer shade on the lid. I'm just gonna go back in with that Gryffindor shade and kind of just drag it up towards where our cut crease goes. I really like these eyeshadows too. I haven't had any issues blending them. They've blended so beautifully, as you can see. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up some of that pumpkin juice shade and just start smoking that red shade out. I don't want to bring this up too high. I just kind of want to keep it like real subtle. So I'm just going to repeat this on the other side and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got matching winged out cut creases. Now I think I'm going to add some shimmer in the space between just to add a little bit more sparkle. I think I want to put a gold shade in there, and I'm stuck between Floating Candles and Golden Snitch. They're both so fun. I think I'm going to start with Floating Candles more in the inner portion, and maybe I'll add some of Golden Snitch. Next I'm going to pick up some of this shade here called Floating Candles. Okay, I'm just picking up some of this on a small brush. So I'm just going to pop this in the inner portion of the eye and smoke it out. It's a really subtle shimmer. I don't know if I put more gold in it. Maybe not, because I do want to use that gold liner and I don't want to like overwhelm the look. I'm just going to bring it to about where that wing liner stops. And I'm just going in with the brush that I use that orange shade on and just blending that into the gold. Okay, I think that looks pretty. I'm just going to repeat that on the other side. Okay, I'm loving how this looks so far. I think I'm going to go in with the gold liner now and just outline the very edge of the cut crease. So I'm just going to give it a good shake, and this is in the shade Cup. And I'm just going to go in and apply that along my cut crease. I'm really nervous for this. So let's just see how easy these liners are to use. Okay, the tip of these makes this so easy to use. I was a little bit nervous because I have not really used liners like this before, but this is not that hard. Okay, so that is one side done. That's actually really easy to use. I was a little bit unsure because I've never used Colourpop liners before, but this is probably one of the easiest liners I've used, and it's so pigmented as well, and they dry down so fast, so you don't have to wait ages for it to dry and worry about transferring it. So big fan of this. I'm just going to match what I've done on the other side and then I will be back. Okay, so before we progress with the eyes anymore, I'm just going to quickly go off camera and do my base, and then I'll be back to finish off the look. Okay, I am back and I've partially done my base apart from a few products because we've got some products for the base here that we're going to use from the collection. So we've got 3 highlighters to choose from today. I'm a little bit worried that Dobby and Buckbeak might be a little bit too dark for me. I'm just going to give them a little swatch. So that's Buckbeak. It's like this like pretty bronzy gold colour. That might be okay. And I'm just going to swatch Dobby as well. It's more of like a gold, and that's it there on the end. They're actually not as dark as I anticipated, which is probably quite good. And I'm just going to swatch Hedwig, which is more of this like lavender colour. I think I'm going to use that one today. I just really like the shift. I think it's quite pretty. So I'm going to take this highlighter here in the shade Hedwig, and I'm just going to apply this to the high points of my face. They're pressed quite soft. Almost like a jelly product. It's quite strange. Ooh, they're really pretty though. That is such a pretty colour. It's got like a purple reflect to it. I really like that. I'm going to pick this up on a smaller brush and just also apply it underneath my brow bone and in my inner corners too. I like those. They're very, very reflective. So for lips, I'm going to take the Gryffindor lip balm and apply that as a base. We have 4 really pretty shades to pick from. I quite like this one because it really matches the tone of the eyes. But I love them all, to be honest. See, I'm like, do I play it safe with the nude, or do we just like fully go in and apply the red? I think the red might be a bit too dark. Maybe the more orange red could be quite cool. I'm gonna play it safe because I want to use this gloss. So I'm going to put the shade H Granger on the lips today. And these are the Luxe Velvet Lips. Oh wow, they really feel like nothing. I was not anticipating that. This shade actually matches the eyes really well too. Oh, there we go. That's a really pretty colour. So they feel really comfortable on the lips. It actually feels like I've got nothing on there, and they give this pretty like matte finish. So I really like that. I'll definitely have to try the other colours, but of course I'm gonna put this Luxe Gloss in L Lovegood on top, just because look at the sparkles. It's like a reflective holographic gloss. I'm so excited. So let's put, oh, that is so stunning, and I love the Luxe Gloss formulas that Colourpop have as well. They're really comfortable to wear. I'm obsessed! Okay, so now that the base is finished, we're just going to finish off the eyes. So I'm just going back into that shade Gryffindor and just smoking that under the lower lash line. And then I'm just picking that shade Pumpkin Juice back up and using that just to blend that out. And I think I want to create like a faux in a corner, so I'm going to pick up that Gryffindor shade. And I'm just applying that in line with my natural lash line and just creating like a little point. And I've just created a little point like that on both sides. And to finish off the eyes, I'm going to take this Colourpop Cream Gel Liner from the High School Musical collection in the shade In This Together. It's this gold liner. I'm just going to put that in my lower lash line. So lastly, I'm just going to add some mascara and lashes. For mascara today, I'm going to take my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I'm just going to pop that on my lashes. And for lashes today, I'm going to take these lashes from Olivia Beauty in the style Kylie. So I'm just going to pop those on and I'll be back to show you guys the finished look and give you guys my final thoughts on the Colourpop X Harry Potter collection. Alright, I am back and here is the finished full face look. And here's a close-up of the eyes. I just added some little gold rhinestones as well, so yeah, let me know what you guys think. So now that I've actually tested out the products and created a look using them, let's give you guys my final thoughts. Starting with the eyeshadow palette, I absolutely love this. I only used a few of the shades, but I think this perfectly encompasses the Harry Potter theme. The mattes were really easy to blend and were really pigmented, and the shimmers went on effortlessly. I can't wait to try more of these shades. There's just so many really cool, unique colours in this palette as well, so if you're definitely someone who likes more of these earthy shades, this is definitely something to pick up. And of course, if you're a Harry Potter fan, why wouldn't you? So next up, the 3 Super Shock highlighters. I used the shade Hedwig today. I think these are really interesting. They're quite soft and malleable, especially when I was putting my brush in the product. I think they give a really pretty glow to the skin, and I definitely will be using these again. Next up we have the 4th Ray Beauty lip balms. I really like these. So I thought these were really hydrating. They didn't feel heavy on the lips and they didn't have a really crazy scent. They just smelled like your typical lip balm. And the packaging is so cute on these. So yeah, I really liked these, especially for prep before putting on the lip product. Next up we have the Graphics ink liners. Absolutely love these. This is probably one of my favourite products I've actually used from Colourpop ever. They're pigmented, really beginner friendly. I didn't have issues using these at all, and they're not too liquidy and they have a fantastic dry down time. So you don't have to wait for it to set and risk transferring it onto a different part of the eye. So highly recommend these. If you're going to pick anything up from the collection, it's definitely got to be these graphic ink liners. And last but not least, we have the Luxe Velvet Lipsticks and the Luxe Gloss. Big fan of these. These are the 2 shades I used today, H. Granger and L. Lovegrove. I think they're really soft and comfortable on the lips. They kind of have like a little bit of a matte finish with a small sheen. I've got the Luxe Gloss on top, but they're just really comfortable to wear, and I think the colours are really pretty, so also big fan of these. Honestly enjoyed everything in the collection. There wasn't a product that I didn't like, so well done Colourpop, and I definitely think this collection gets a big thumbs up from me. So if you're a massive Harry Potter fan or you just really like the colour story, why not? I definitely would suggest going and picking this up. It is still available on the Colourpop store, even though this collection is a few months old, so it could be a really great Christmas gift for somebody who loves Harry Potter. So I'm going to finish off the video here. If you guys guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps my channel out by pushing it to new potential viewers. And if you're not yet already subscribed and you want to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. And if you want to see any other looks that I don't create here, check out my Instagram at MakeupWithAlix. All my social medias are linked down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!